Duck and Percy enjoyed working at the docks, pushing and pulling trucks full of cargo and to from the quarry. But one morning, the engines were exhausted and the dockyards were busier than ever. So the Fracatullo said, the two engines waited for the engine to arrive. It came to a shock when it did. It was Capulet. Capulet was a very devious diesel to himself. Two engines, especially Doug, had not worked with diesel for a long time. And when he said that he meant that he will bump some trucks extra hard, Percy and Doug were horrified. They did not trust the diesel at all. They refused to work and would not leave their sheds. The Fracatullo was enjoying his tea and iceberg when the telephone rang. Capulet was working loudly in the cargo lay at the quarry. Capulet was working loudly and alone. Cargo lay on the quarry. Ships and passengers were delayed. Everyone was complaining about the Fracatullo's rear rate. Percy and Doug were sulking in their shed.
So I'm just gonna have to find some way to get out of it. So
Percy and Doug went back to work.
And what do you think we should do now?
Went back to work. The next morning, things were no.
So what do you think we should do now?
Capitol's driver had not put his brakes on properly, and Capitol's.
So what do you think we should do now, huh?
He went bump straight into Percy. Percy had an awful fright. And he didn't even say sorry.
I might be able to spin.
Later, Capulet bumped some trucks so hard that the loads went everywhere. Percy and Doug didn't want to be retaliated, so they said nothing. Capulet think he could get away with his bad behavior and was rude than ever. The next day, he was shunting the trucks full of China clay. He backed the trucks hard into the buffers, and the buffers weren't secure. The surge trucks were sunk. Soon the Fracatullo heard the news. The trucks were hoisted safely from the sea, but the clay was lost. The Fracatullo spoke severely to Capulet.
If he comes back tonight.
Whistling cheerfully, they puffed back to work, and while Capulet slowly away to the other rail.